Hello everyone, I'm Barbara from CodeM. Welcome to the Supreme HUD presentation. In this video, I will show you all the details of the Supreme HUD. This screen is the first thing your players will see when they join the server. The CodeM text here is fully customizable. You can change it from the config. Let's click Start and take a look at the features of the HUD. The status HUD style comes with three different options. We have the percentage-based one, the default one, and the M-Series remastered one, which is similar to the M-Series design. I will continue with the default one. At the beginning, you can choose between two speedometers. One is the rectangular speedometer and the other one is the circular one. Besides these, there are several other speedometer options available, and I will show them later in the video. Let's continue with the rectangular layout. We have two minimap styles, circular and rectangular. Each has its own built-in vehicle menus, which I will show later in the video as well. Once we select all of our preferences, the finalized screen appears and shows what will be applied in the game. Let's click on Start Journey to explore more about the Supreme HUD. And yes, as you can see, the HUD directly appears on my screen, which looks freaking beautiful. Back to the HUD. On the bottom left, we have our map with widgets and our status HUDs on a clean blurred background, which gives a new game vibe. On the widgets, we have our compass, location, time and weather information. On the top right, we have other information such as online player count on the server, server name, logo or server link, which is configurable from the config file, current date, character name, ID, job and economic information such as cash, bank or other elements like coin, society money or marked money if the server is configured that way. Now, as you can see, I can view the map even though I am not in a car. We added a system where if you have a phone in your inventory, you can see the map elements. This option is also configurable, and if I remove the phone from my inventory, I will no longer see the map and the HUD will only display the status HUD section. And now, let's take a look at the HUD Settings menu, which is the key part of the Supreme HUD system. At the top, we can see our server name along with our mugshot name and ID. Earlier, we provided Supreme Notification and Supreme Radial menu for free. If you are using those resources on your server, the HUD settings will automatically recognize them and include their settings in the HUD Settings menu as well. This feature creates an all-in-one feeling for your server. Now, let's go back to the HUD settings. On the General tab, we have HUD Features. Let's click on the minimap shape. When I click on it, I can see detailed information and how it will look in the game on the right information panel. Let's take a look at how the circular map looks on my screen. We can see all the status HUDs in a circular layout and our widgets next to that, which looks fantastic. Let's open our settings menu again and change the minimap shape to the rectangular one. Now let's open the status bar tab, change the type to M-Series and take a look at how it looks. Let me drop my phone real quick and see how it looks without the map. Let's reopen the settings and change some features of the status HUD. By default, the HUD system comes with dynamic themes, which affect the background of the HUD elements to keep them clear at all times in the server. If you set it to dynamic, the theme will be dark during daytime and light during nighttime, but players can always change the theme to whatever they like. Let's see how light mode looks. We can also change the background blur or the background in general by turning it on or off in the settings. We can also attach or detach HUD elements to the map. You can customize anything on the HUD. Now, let's do some customizations to the status HUD. First, we need to select the type that we want to customize, then go to the customization panel to tweak some options. We can now see the live display on the right, and we're ready to change colours or icons to our liking. I'm going to speed up the video from here, but you get the idea. Now, let's check the other elements. The same options apply to the info bars. You know, theme, background blur, etc. Let's talk about the compass section, which is very advanced and customizable. You can either use the compass as a widget or as a detailed one in the top view. You can also choose how the compass will react, either based on the direction your character is facing or on mouse movement. Now, as you can see, it is set to player movement, and if I turn around in the game, the compass widget will react to that. Let's choose the detailed one and take a look at it. Now, in the detailed view, let's change the behaviour to mouse movement. The detailed widget is really great for gun RP servers to provide accurate information to other teammates. If we want, we can change the time in our widget to either local time or game time. This way, if there is an in-game event happening based on game time, players can easily switch to it to prepare themselves. If you don't want some info bars to be shown on your screen, you can easily disable them from the display section using toggles. If you disable any info bar, the other info bars will adjust accordingly and maintain the layout on the screen. The same adjustments such as theme and BG blur etc. also apply to the hotkeys. Let's toggle the display option to see it on our screen. These hotkeys help beginners understand which key does what on the server. This area is also configurable. We also have bullet counts in the Supreme HUD. Let me give myself a gun real quick and add some bullets to it. And as soon as I draw the pistol, bullet count bar comes. Let's reload the gun and see it in action. Let's open the settings menu again and talk about the general settings. We have lots of features here. We have voice assistant feature, which I will show you that on the car menu later. Moving on, we can change the status HUD refresh rate to our liking. If you have a high-end PC, you can set it to real time to get real-time values for your health, shield and other status elements. We also added an indicator that warns you that increasing this option may cause FPS drops. In streamer mode, if it is enabled, players' IDs and their jobs will not be displayed on the screen. They also will not hear music played by other players on the server due to copyright issues. And if you are not a streamer and still don't want to listen to other players' music, you can toggle the player music audibility option on or off. One of the other features is the cinematic mode. If you want to get a cinematic view of the current roleplay scene, you can toggle this on and enjoy the cinematic experience either by yourself or with your community. We also added a nice feature, focus on roleplay. If this is enabled and you don't take any action in the game that triggers the HUD, the entire HUD system will be hidden on the screen to help you focus on the roleplay. I'm going to speed up the video from here, but you get the idea. Now, we know that many of our customers want postal codes directly on their HUD system, so voila! We also have that feature in the Supreme HUD. If you enable the option, you can see the postal codes in both rectangular and circular map layouts. I know there are a lot of features, but yes, we have one more, 3D marker. If you enable it and set a waypoint on the map, a 3D marker will appear on your screen. So you don't need to check your map, it will be right on your screen. And now, let's check the Vehicle HUD menus. When you get into the car, a nice welcome screen appears. It shows the vehicle model along with the manufacturer. Let me change the game time and see how the HUD looks at night. As you can see, when I change the game time to nighttime, the HUD automatically switches to light mode for better readability. Let's view the vehicle menus integrated into the map view, which look compact and easy to use. To enable the cursor in the game, I simply press the Alt key on my keyboard. Now let's navigate to the first menu, Quick Nav section. From here, you can quickly mark useful locations on your map. Let's mark the nearest ATM and see it in action. I'm going to speed up the video from here. Now checking the interior-exterior menu. From here, vehicle doors can be locked or opened. We can also open or close our windows. Moving on to the seats menu. Seats can be changed from here. For realism, drivers can only change their seat when the vehicle is in park. If they try to change it while driving, the system will not allow it. Vehicle lights can also be opened or closed directly from here. If vehicle neons are installed by a mechanic, they can also be turned on or off from this menu. Now examining the music menu. Music can be played using a YouTube link, or if you want specific tracks on your server, you can create your own music folder, add your music to it, and enable the related configuration. This way, players can only listen to those tracks. For now, I'm going to use a YouTube link. When I press the play button, the widget appears on top of the location widget. This allows you to quickly check which song is currently playing. You can also stop the music or switch to the previous or next track directly from the widget. We can also create playlist and see the top playlist made by other players in the server. If your friend got a sick playlist, you can directly listen those music from your vehicle with ease. And yeah, the Supreme HUD music system also includes a built-in 3D spatial audio system. Let's experience a more realistic music system in the game. Now moving to the last section of the vehicle menu, the Vehicle Settings section. A manual transmission system is also built into the HUD. Players can easily switch between automatic and manual transmission from here, trying the manual transmission in-game, which is a very cool function. By default, the gear down and up keys are Q and E, but players can easily change them from the key binding settings in the game. Also, when downshifting, the car produces flames from the exhaust. How cool is that, right? Now, vehicle modes. These give the vehicle unique handling. If you set vehicle modes to be usable only with items, you need to configure it in the config file accordingly. I already did that, but if you want to use them without items, you can do that as well. Now giving myself the required chips and installing them on the vehicle. And if you disable them via chips, the handling will no longer affect the vehicle. Let's install the drift chip first and see how it will affect my vehicle. As soon as the chip installation completes, my speedometer switches to the drift speedometer. A drift counter with angles and scores is also included, allowing players to enjoy drifting while tracking their performance. Let's install the Sport chip and take a look at it. Sport mode improves the vehicle's acceleration and startup performance, making it quicker and more responsive. A handmade and unique speedometer also appears on the screen, giving a more sporty feeling. Lastly, installing the Sport Plus chip, which takes the vehicle to another level. Acceleration, startup, engine and brakes are massively upgraded. A premium speedometer also appears on the screen. In the settings, there are also limiter and cruise control options. This feature helps players drive together with their friends, whether in a funeral or a gang show-off. You can easily form convoys. As mentioned earlier, there is also a voice assistant in the Supreme HUD. Actions on the vehicle can be performed directly through voice commands. Let's try to stop the engine. Stop engine. And yeah, works like charm. We also added all the menu actions to the voice assistant. Players can check the voice commands list directly from here. Now let's take a look at the speedometer settings. From here we can easily change our preferred speedometer type.
Let's choose Circular Speedometer. There is also a built-in Nitro option in the Supreme HUD. Let's try that out. We need to install the Nitro item to the vehicle. We also have refresh rate option on the speedometers. You know the drill. Higher options uses higher CPUs and might cause FPS drops. Players can also change their speed unit to either kilometer or mile type. Now the fun part begins. Let's customize our speedometers. Same thing goes here as well. We need to choose the speedometer first, and let's customize the first one. We can directly make the speedometer monochrome. This will make all the elements one singular color. Now let's change all the elements to create something cool. From this part, I'm going to speed up the video. All speedometers can be customized. This allows for a more personalized experience than ever before. The Supreme HUD also includes a vehicle recognition system. If you are in a helicopter, the speedometer will appear differently. The vehicle menu also changes accordingly. The Quick Nav now shows helipads, and the interior-exterior menu displays helicopter-specific options. In the Vehicle Settings menu, helicopters have different options, such as hover mode. Hover mode keeps the helicopter steady in its position to prevent slight movements caused by wind, similar to real life. This option is very useful when you are at a crime scene and don't want to move. A built-in helicopter camera is also included. This option is only available to police officers or configured jobs. There is no need to pay for a separate Helicam script anymore. Supreme HUD covers it. It is also very advanced. Targets can be locked, locations can be seen on the screen instantly, and any target can be highlighted with a spotlight. Information about the target is displayed, and switching between night vision and heat mode is seamless. The same applies to the boat class as well. The Quick Nav now shows docks, and the boat can be anchored easily from the Vehicle Settings menu. And of course, planes are also affected by this feature as well. We really made everything for you in a single script. You know what changed now. Quick Nav now shows airports. Let's mark the military airport and enable autopilot feature. But of course, I need to complete the takeoff process first. Let's gear up and complete the takeoff. Now I will change the direction of the plane, and you can see that my altitude is low. When I enable the autopilot, the plane will change its direction to the marked location and will also adjust the altitude. So there will be no plane crashes in the city. It is just like a real-life autopilot function. And I'm not pressing any keys right now. Autopilot's just doing its thing. When there are 500 meters left to the waypoint, the autopilot automatically turns off. You need to land the plane yourself. Technology hasn't gone that far yet. There are also built-in progress bars in the Supreme HUD. For testing purposes, I added a command on my server to show it to you. These progress bars can be easily configured for your server, and you can check our documentation for this option. There are also 11 presets ready to use, but if you want to create your own progress bar, you can easily do that from the configuration. Just set a colour, icon, and duration. Moving toward the last section of the video, and I want to thank you all for bearing with me so far. There are a lot of features in the HUD, and I wanted to show all of them to you. Now, the last section is the Placement Editor. Opening the settings one last time to see what's waiting for us. Supreme HUD's Placement Editor is the best placement editor you'll ever see on FiveM. It supports ultra-wide monitors, allowing you to place any element on the screen easily with the advanced grid system. Now let's move elements anywhere on the screen to create more personalized setup. Options are also available for each element. Right-clicking any element on the HUD opens its options. A 3D effect can be added either vertically or horizontally. This option is available for all HUD elements and creates unique layouts that haven't been seen before. Elements can also be detached from their stacked group. Opening Snap to Grid to move elements properly on the screen. Elements can also be selected by holding Shift and clicking, allowing all selected ones to be moved anywhere on the screen. Now just playing around with the placement editor to see what can be done with these options. Speeding up the video from here. Let me spawn a vehicle to see how the speedometer and vehicle menus with widgets look. And yeah, the map can be moved anywhere on the screen, and its scale can also be adjusted. Let's add a 3D effect to our speedometer and create amazing feeling while driving a vehicle. Players can also directly change their map layout between circular and rectangular on the Placement Editor screen. The same feature applies to the speedometers as well, so there's no need to open the settings to adjust placement back and forth. Players can easily change their speedometer directly from the Placement Editor screen. Let's just play around because it's so fun. I almost forgot, but there are also community presets in the Supreme HUD system. Simply create your customization and share it with your friends, or send it to us and we will add it to our web store. Let's choose a style and copy the code from our store and use it on the game. I hope you like the script. It has so many amazing features and is ready for your server. See you in the next scripts. Much love from CodeM. Bye!
All black.